Hi, this is Cindy, and you can find me at cindystamps.com. Today I'm going to do something, a technique that's been around forever, but it's brand new to me because I don't do it. I don't do reverse masking, I don't do sponging, I don't do any of that stuff. I just started to paper pierce about 3 days ago. So I'm kind of a dinosaurish a little bit. And I'm also going to use a retired product on top of it. I'm going to make a Christmas card in June, and this is going to be my base. It's A2 at 5.5 by 4.25, and this is Gumball Green, which I just now broke out. And this is going to be Cherry Cobbler. And then I have a piece of very vanilla cardstock here, and we're going to be making stockings. I'm also using this stocking builder punch. It was just, I loved it too much to get rid of it, but we still have the original stocking accents, which is a Big Shot die. But since this is smaller, I figure I'll kind of start out smaller. And I'm going to start out by, I'm going to try something that I used to do with the old ink formula until the new firm foam pads came out on June 1st, which I wasn't, I honestly wasn't quite sure about them, but I love them now. So I'm gonna, because I used to emboss everything. I used to clear emboss everything just to bring out the color. So I'm gonna go ahead and give that a shot and see how that works with these new firm foam pads. And if this is a complete disaster, then you'll know not to do it. This is my second go around with this video. Look at my fingers, they are red. And this is precisely why I see everybody do this, is they get the round tab punch and then score it down the middle. And then, I don't want to mess up again or get more red on. And you just put it over your sponge like that, and then you staple it so when you sponge, you don't get your fingers all messy. So I kind of learned the hard way, so I'm going to resort to daubers, and I don't know if it's going to yield me the same effect as sponging. So let's get started with the stockings and see how this goes. I have this here kind of as a sort of a placement tool a little bit. I'm going to keep them high up. I'm going to do 3. You're only going to see 1 because I want to put my sentiment down here. So I'm just going to leave that there. And then I have this monster mask here because with the punch it only goes up so far, and I wanted to give myself lots of room. And this is just the, what is that? Is that, I did a video on this. It's that 3M Post-it note tape. So I just put that over where this part is of the punch. So I have my, I guess, double mask here. I have my stocking there. I'm going to get as close as possible as I can. And then just move it. So the first color I'm going to use is Primrose Petals because it's the lightest. And again, I really honestly hope that I get the same effect using a dauber as I would with sponging because, like I said, I'm not a sponger. Actually, this is turning out better for me than the first time. Then the second color I'm going to use is Riding Hood Red. I'm just going to go in, do a little bit of blending, and that was kind of heavy-handed a little bit. Then the third color I'm going to be using is Raspberry Ripple, and I think this is a really nice color combination. And I'm going to concentrate more towards sort of the center a little bit because I'm going to have parts that's going to cover up the heel, the heel that where the toes are in the top. I kind of went too dark there. And maybe I'll take another pass with this Primrose Petals, just kind of even it up a little bit. Okay, I did that. Not bad, pretty proud of myself. What I'm going to do now is grab some clear embossing powder, and we're going to see if this embosses. I mean, I really don't need to do it because the color is very, very vivid. And it's sticking, so it looks like it might. So I'm going to grab my heat tool here. Check out the new one. Very cool. 2 speeds. And this is high. So I'm going to let it warm up. Less contact on the paper. And then when it burns, when I burn myself, that's when I know it's okay to use on the paper. So let's see what this does. I like this heat tool better because you get heat as opposed to air. So this is a great model. Ooh, that turned out pretty cool. I'm almost tempted to dump some Dazzling Diamonds on it as well, but I'm not going to. So this is what my first stocking looks like. I'm going to go ahead and do the other 3. Get all of them embellished but one, and then we'll go ahead and finish up the rest of the card because I don't want to keep you very long. I'm too much of a talker. Okay, so I've gone ahead and pretty much finished my card. If you've been with me long enough, you know that what's in my head and what ends up on paper are always 2 different things. And I don't have my stockings lined up exactly evenly, so I kind of had to offset that a bit with these snowflakes. And my sentiment comes from a new set, Chock Full of Cheer. And these little snowflakes here come from Delightful Decorations. And I got some, those Glimmer Bright Brads. And just went ahead and put it in the middle as I put rhinestones on top of my stockings here. And you're going to need a total of 8 of them. So I just got my sheet here and counted 8 and then used a craft knife and pulled it off and put it on. So we're going to go ahead and get the last of my stocking on. And I have a little bit of red in this one here just to kind of offset it. And believe it or not, with this punch, even though it is expired, there is no right and a wrong way to put this part of the heel on. The real rounded edge you want towards the middle. And I'm backwards. So I'm just going to stick that right there. And everything is clear embossed. It turned out real well, I think. Now I'm going to put this at the very top of the stocking because I'm going to do a string across to kind of make it look like it's on a mantle or a line. My original intent for this card was to be a bit on the rustic side, and it's turning a bit into the glam side. So I guess this is going to be like maybe rustic slash glam slash didn't turn out the way you wanted it to card. And I'm debating on whether I should, no, I'll do that at the last. I'm going to go ahead and do some cheating here. And that's what I do best. And just put a hole right at the edge of each stocking. Not each stocking. I could do each stocking, but like I said, I'm going to do a line. Then I have some twine. And remember, this stuff is old as the hills. But in mine's, it's survived like 2 cross-country moves. I'm just going to move that away. Take it and kind of slide it along and hope that it benefits me in helping the line to stick to my paper there. If not, you can always just sneak a glue pin. And okay, there, I feel it. You can just sneak a glue pin underneath there. it may not work. Okay, let's see how that... I'm going to leave it alone, and I'm going to just put like a little dab of something to keep that down. Then again, you can, if you want to, you can shove it underneath the stocking a little bit. And this, I have the glue dots, so that might work to my advantage. I'm glad something is. Okay, enough fumbling. I think I'm just going to shove it down in the middle, and then let the rest kind of be. That works. Now I'm going to grab my snail and just put a couple lines down. Snip the ends. I'll probably have to fix that middle one again, but that's okay. Let's see if it survived. Sorta. But you can always cram it. There we go. That's going to stay. I have already gone ahead and actually pre-tied some little bows. And I'm going to put them on the end, obviously. And I'm just going to use a glue dot to do that. And I know I'm off screen here, but I need to get this on. And glue dots and twine, or linen thread, they're kind of not my friend. And I want to make sure I cover up that hole there. So now it's sort of done. I'm going to go ahead and get a sponge dauber and just ink distress the sides a little bit. And Sahara sand has kind of become my friend with doing that. It's very light, and it's an easy color to work with. And it's not super bright, but it's not super subtle either. It's just, to me, it's just right. I'm going to put a little bit more at the ends. So maybe this will give it just that vintage look a little bit that I was really going after to begin with. Okay, I'm done. I'm going to go ahead and put some foam dimensionals on the back of this and adhere it to my card, and then you can see the end result. So here's the end result of my card once I put it up on foam dimensionals. I think that it really needed that, but now that it is put together all the way, I do like the way that it turned out, and I hope that you do too. So thank you for stopping by and watching my comedy of errors as usual. And I think after the 4th of July, I'm going to start a 6 weeks or 12 weeks of Christmas. I don't know, maybe something twice a week. I am not doing 12 days. I've done it before, and I wanted to pull my hair out. That's just something that you have to really plan in advance for. Maybe next year. So, again, thank you for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you the next time. Bye.